What? No way. No, this can't be real. No way. No, no. No way. No way. Hell. No way. So I just saw the craziest thing back there on the internet. I can't believe this is real. It can't be real. It can't be real. There's no way it's real. I won't believe it's real, but oh God. You gotta be kidding me. Okay. So here's the deal. People apparently are taking their film negatives and instead of putting it on a scanner, they just take a digital camera and click a picture of it, and that's scanning the film. It's gotta be fake. It's gotta be fake. Well, oh my God, this. There's really only one thing I can do in this situation. I don't think this is real. It can't be real. But if it's real, I gotta bust out a digital camera and see if I can scan some of my negatives, because this seems like bullshit. To the basement to get my digital camera out of storage. Are you worried your days are up, Mr. Scanner? I would be if I was him. Alright, my box of old cameras. I know you're in there, Mr. Digital. Where are you? Where are you? Let's see. You're in here somewhere. Oh. Perfect. Oh yes, now we're talking. A very fine digital camera to do this experiment with. First we gotta find out, are we locked and loaded? We are indeed locked. But are we loaded? We are not loaded. Need to get a battery. The weird thing about digital cameras is you often need a battery to run them. Where can I? Aha! Right there. Yes! It is time to do some science! Okay, quick shirt change so I can have a spot to clip a mic where it's not gonna fall off like on my t-shirt. And shirt looks a little dirty, sorry about that. It's probably from the pasta video I did last time I wore this shirt. But let's move on to DSLR scanning. So a quick tangent before we start our science experiment. People on the internet call this process DSLR scanning, which makes no sense because half the time they're using mirrorless cameras such as the Mavica here, which is not a digital single lens reflex camera. There's a difference. We need a better name for this process. Now, I am not here with a solution for this name, but just to put it out there for the broader internet photography community, sleep on it. We need to come up with a better name for this process because DSLR scanning hurts my pedantic brain. So the first thing we need to set up this rig to do some scanning with our DSLR Mavica is we need a light source, to which I have an LED light tablet. This is gonna go on our table. So the next step, before we can scan some negatives, is we need some negatives. Whoa! If I need to find one on this roll that I believe will be safe for public viewing. Shomp, that one looks good. So we need to get this negative to lay flat. Notice how it's all curly, and that's no good because I don't think a Mavica has the power to handle a curly negative. So we're gonna bring in some innovative solutions here with some blue painter's tape. Just gonna rip off a piece of that, find our frame again. Oh, it's on this side of the roll. Dun, 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 dun. There we go. Lay that down. Put one piece of tape on one side of our frame. And now we rip off another piece. Pull this good and tight. And we have a flat mounted photo ready to be scanned. Alright, so if you're some cocky 20-year-old at this point, you're probably going, oh, I can just handhold shoot my films, no problem. But let me tell you, you are not a god. You try to handhold this DSLR scan, you're gonna have a blurry picture. So here, what you need to do is get a tripod. Well, hi. Oh, you interested in scanning with a Mavica too? Yes, you are, you good boy. You good boy. Now let go of my shirt. And since we are not gods and I have no clue how close I'm gonna need to put this camera to scan our 35mm film, I'm just gonna make it so the head is as close as possible. Well, I'm a dummy. I was thinking I could just keep raising the center column and bump it up. But that doesn't work when you're swung over in 90-degree mode. Well, guess there's gonna be a lot of tedious trial and error inching it up until we get the right spot. Which knob do I twist? Let's see what lowest looks like, and no way. I think it actually works at this close. The focus is a little off, but let's get in here on this focus knob, and this actually works. I'm kind of impressed. I didn't know the Mavica could close focus so close focusy. So let's adjust our framing a little bit by moving the tab around. I think, well, light table looks a little too bright at max power, so we'll take a photo at each power level and see which intensity works best for scanning these negatives. Okay, so now you're ready for photo number 1. P.S. It is not 1997. Oh, that's a beautiful sound. Okay, next intensity. And one more at max intensity. Ah, son of a bitch. Okay, let's take these raw files we just scanned and load them up into Negative Lab Pro and see the results. Oh, sublime! That's pretty damn impressive if I do say so myself. I'm kind of feeling like a jackass doubting that this works. So maybe, you know, if you pixel peep, the quality might not be up to par with a good drum scan, but the convenience definitely outweighs it. Totally gonna do this in the future, I think. Yeah. However, who actually out there wastes their time on small format these days? If this is a premium way to scan your film, we gotta try it on a premium sized sheet of negatives here. Big old 8x10 boy. This is gonna be the penultimate test of a DSLR professional scanning with a Sony Mavica. You ready? Let's go. So here we go, team. We got our 8x10 negative mounted. It's so heavy it didn't even need to get taped down. It just lays flat right out of the box. Our Mavica perfectly aligned to it, and now the moment of bliss. I personally cannot wait to see the results. I think the comparison to the Heidelberg is going to be stunning, so here we are. I'm going to present the results without commentary. Judge for yourself. Wow, what an adventure we just had. I think the lesson here that we learned is that if you see something on the internet that people are saying is true and you don't think it's true, don't just call bullshit and write it off. Bust out your science shirt, do some science, and test the results for yourself. Because you might be surprised what you think is wrong is actually right. So let's get out there and do some science. In which case, to which I have an LED light tablet.